the Bahamian restaurant owner, who was forced to pay staff out of her own pocket after Fyre Fest organizers failed to pay her, has launched a GoFundMe hoping to appeal for help after she was left in a big hole. It has been an unforgettable experience catering to the organizers of Fyre Festival, she said on the post. Back in April 2017, I pushed myself to the limits, catering no less than 1,000 meals per day. Scroll down for videos. Share this article. Share. Rolle shared that during the hectic festivities, her team delivered various meals throughout the day from Exuma Point to Coco, Plum Beach and Roker's Point. She also detailed how the organizers of the festival also stayed at the rooms at Exuma Point and enjoyed multiple meals there, as well. She continued, "As I make this plea, it's hard to believe and embarrassing to admit that I was not paid. I was left in a big hole. My life was changed forever, and my credit was ruined by Fyre Fest. My only resource today is to appeal for help." There is an old saying that goes, bad publicity is better than no publicity, and I pray that whoever reads this plea is able to assist. The GoFundMe campaign is currently trending, and while it has raised more than $68K, it will probably reach its $123,000 goal in a matter of days. Rolle's heartbreaking story was highlighted in Netflix's Fyre, The Greatest Party That Never Happened. Both the documentary and Hulu's Fyre Frog mention that Billy McFarland's careless actions and dealings surrounding the festival had tremendous impact on the people on the island and their economy. In the documentary, Rolle said, "I had 10 people working with me directly. They were just preparing food all day and all night, 24 hours. I had to pay all those people. I went through about $50,000 of my savings that I could have had. They just wiped it out and never looked back." Many people sympathized with Rolle's story and wanted to know how they could help the woman. For those of you asking how to help Marianne Rolle, the Bahamian woman who spent $50,000 of her savings to feed the local laborers who worked on the Fyre Festival, she has an official GoFundMe page, said Bluestone. McFarland, 27, pleaded guilty earlier last year to charges related to swindling investors in the 2017 Fyre Festival in the Bahamas out of $26 million, in addition to cheating customers out of over $100,000 in a ticket scam. McFarland's sentence was imposed collectively for all of the following, according to a statement released by the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of New York. 1 count of wire fraud in connection with a scheme to defraud investors in Fyre Festival. 1 count of wire fraud in connection with a scheme to defraud a ticket vendor for the Fyre Festival. 1 count of wire fraud in connection with his operation of a separate sham ticket scheme in which he purported to sell tickets to exclusive events. 1 count of bank fraud for writing a check with the name and account number of one of his employees without authorization. And 1 count of making false statements to a federal law enforcement agent in which McFarland, among other things, falsely denied the wire fraud and bank fraud conduct to which he pled guilty. Following his guilty plea for the Fyre fraud scheme in March, McFarland pleaded guilty to additional fraud crimes in July, including a $100,000 scheme where he sold fake tickets to the Met Gala, Emmy Awards and a Cleveland Cavaliers game that included a lunch with LeBron James.